Welcome back to FakelyClash, guys. Today is all about these throwers that everyone has been using in Legends League lately. Shout out to Itsu for sharing this army. I got it from him. I don't want to steal any of his credit. But in this video, I'm going to go through kind of the journey I went through in learning this army and seeing if I can save you guys some time so that way you don't make the same mistakes that I did in the beginning. I'm going to show you what not to do and then how to do it. Starting out with the live replay, we're going to go into in Legends League, and then I'll show you a couple replays that I had already, kind of getting the hang of things. But I will say this army is really prone to time fails, so keep that in mind and we'll jump into the first attack. So this is one of those interesting bases where the town hall is super isolated. That's why we've got 2 jump spells, and everything is telling me to come at it from the bottom of the base just so I don't have to deal with any of these fire spitters. I can get those taken out pretty early. And I'm under the impression that I should start the world champion walk right here. It is very important to note that time is of the essence in these attacks, so you want to do things as quickly as you possibly can because there are going to be a lot of times, especially as you're new to the strategy, where you're running into these time fails that are definitely never fun. So it would be nice if I can get this world champion pathing towards the revenge tower, but I don't know if... Okay, the clan castle does help lead her over there, and I think she's got... Okay, gonna be invisible now. Has 2 invisibility spells. I don't know if that's gonna be enough because this revenge tower has a ton of health. She's frozen. Get it down. Oh, I just had to recall her. That's unfortunate. It would have been super helpful if it went down, but it did not. I'm going to start with the world champion over here, or the warden over there. Gonna get a wizard on this side to help take out some of those buildings. And man, this would be so great if that world champion was able to take down that revenge tower, but I think we still have a chance to make it work. The wall breaker gets taken out by a spring trap. That is really annoying. The king can come in over there with the archer queen. I will put a skeleton trap on the revenge tower, but nothing's even pathing that way. It really shouldn't take much work out of these throwers to get it down. I think if I freeze it, king is running low on health. I'm gonna need a jump spell so things don't start pathing overly crazy. I do still have a poison spell. The druids can come in now, and I don't know if it's worth it trying to get this. I will put the world champion in with her ability. Maybe she can help with the guardian. That would be ideal, but that's not gonna happen. So I hope my troops are gonna come back to this town hall compartment because I had the ability to use some spells. Okay, actually, wait. So the guardian does go down. They're going to get the town hall. That is actually super helpful. I do have another jump spell that I need to use at some point. Probably just going to put it right there. Hopefully that gets us into that compartment. And as you can see, time is ticking quickly. I've got a poison spell that I never ended up using. I can use this freeze spell right here. Okay, I could have got all 3 of those defenses, but... whatever. 15 seconds. It's not going to be a 3-star. It will be a high percentage 2-star, which is not that bad in Legends League. As you can see, that's one of the toughest parts of this attack is time, because I had just about all of my troops alive there at the end, but ended up with a 90%. So another example of a strange looking base where we're starting out with the world champion charge, and what a lot of players are doing to kind of counteract that time fail is they do the warden charge at the same time as the world champion is doing it. I think it's just a little bit tougher that way. But this attack, I actually was able to do the world champion charge by herself and got a ton of value out of it. This attack went really well, and time wasn't really that big of a factor. I still had, probably 20 seconds after this. So after I recall the world champion, I decide I want to start the attack over here. As far as pathing is concerned, I'm thinking I can just put the throwers right here to the left, heroes on the top side to kind of take out those buildings to get everything going in the right direction. I've got a jump spell to get into all these compartments as well. In the meantime, we're keeping an eye on anything. We don't want the warden to die early, because that, especially when I was first trying out this attack, my warden would die early, you know, while I'm trying to do the world champion charge, and that's just never fun. This revenge tower is unfortunately not going to be fooled by these skeleton traps, so that was kind of a waste there. A totem spell would be good, but I took the army right from Itsu. He's using the skeleton trap. Seems like a lot of pros are as well, so that's what I'm rocking in this attack. Everything right now is looking absolutely as it should. All of these throwers are being healed up by the healers. They've got a good bit of health, ton of them left. The clan castle troops are going to be a bit of a problem down here. Unfortunately, I didn't get them with my poison spell, but that's okay. Things are pathing to the town hall. The queen's going to go take the town hall down, and there's not a whole lot of base left. I've got a ton of troops. Like I said earlier, it's all about time in these attacks. You're kind of racing against the clock because these throwers are not going to die. If you genuinely keep your warden alive for most of the attack, keep the healers behind everything, those throwers are not going to go down. So you're guaranteed to do a ton of damage to the base. It's just a matter of, are you going to get it done quick enough? So you have these archers, which I start deploying around the base, my wizard as well. I wish that this army had a little bit more cleanup troops, but unfortunately, there's no room for that because we have a million throwers in this army, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are still alive. 8 out of 12 of them are still alive. Speed it up here, just clean up the base, and this was kind of a perfect scenario for this attack. Now, I'm going to do it in the way where you put the warden and the world champion down at the same time. I'm attacking my base here. I've got it paused. I just want to show that I think this is definitely one of the best bases in the entire game. But in this situation, I know that I can put the warden over here with the healers and not even have to think about her, and then jump right into this royal champion charge on the other side. I know that the warden is going to be fine over there just because there's not a lot of defenses and nothing to worry about. I'm not going to draw the clan castle. So that's why this is one of those bases. If you have the ability to do that, definitely get that warden down early to start taking out those buildings, because time is not your friend in an attack like this. Now, I did a really bad job with the world champion charge and honestly didn't get a ton of value. I mean, she almost ended up dying. If the world champion dies on you, that's really bad. So try not to let that happen. I am able to recall her when she has just about no health. And now I'm coming where the warden is, putting all of the throwers down, and then that siege barracks is going to come in right behind them. At this point, I'm thinking where to deploy my king and queen. I'm going to do them over here, just so that way the throwers can go this way and take out those defenses. King is going to deal with a lot of damage right away, so I will give him a freeze spell and use his ability to get everything pathing towards that town hall. Poison spell comes out on the super minions. I was a little late with it, but I mean, there's kind of a lot going on at one time with this attack, because my world champion also came in down here with her ability to take out some of these defenses, and she actually recovers a lot of her health from attacking, which is super great. Monolith is going to eventually go down as well. That's absolutely huge. Queen is still alive over here after getting that town hall for us, which was awesome. World champion's going to go down in a minute, and it's kind of up to these throwers at this point. Queen, pop her ability, her giant, and healers are going to come out. And now it's just a matter of racing against the clock, because you can see I've got a ton of troops left. My warden is still alive, so I put in a wizard and an archer over here. The rest of the archers on the top side to start getting some of those buildings out now, because it's a race against the clock. I mean, this attack went down to one of the last seconds, and it would have been a little smoother had the archer queen stayed alive, but she ends up hitting some spring traps in that tornado trap. Giant bomb and ricochet cannon is going to take her down. So at this point, I've just got my warden and these throwers to clean up this base. No help from the archer queen. And eventually I'll put them in 4 times speed. They are really slow, but they do go and finish off this base. It's just a race against the clock a lot of the times. So my overall thoughts on this army is that, yeah, it's really powerful, but it definitely takes some practice. That's why I wanted to show you guys some of my attacks that, hey, I didn't get a 3-star right away. I'm not 3-starring every single time because I am running into these time fails, but it is really powerful and it does give you that ability. You just have to really have a great royal champion charge, really utilize those invisibility spells for her, and keep your heroes alive. As long as your warden doesn't die, then none of your throwers are going to die. And yeah, it's a really powerful attack. I'm going to be using it more and more, trying to get better at it, because meteor golems, I'm a little burnt out with them at this point. But let me know your thoughts on this army if you've tried it out. And if you did enjoy this video, guys, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.